Hi, I'm Tony Soares. I'm going to be demonstrating on how to paint a black on gray bull. This is an unfired piece. It's dry. It's been lightly burnished with a stone. And I've got my paint mixture here, which is a really chocolate brown clay full of iron and some manganese dioxide, and a little bit of chrysocolla in there to kind of make it turn to black in the firing, but it's pretty much black right now. So I'm going to start out with my border lines. And these brushes that I'm using are human hair brushes. Some people use yucca fiber brushes. I like the human hair brushes. For me, it's a little more controllable. I've kind of lightly sketched out the design that I'm going for. You know, in the olden days they might have done that, but they were pretty good artists back then. These brushes, it's not like using a regular painting brush. This is a pinstriping kind of brush, and you just gotta pull towards you all the time. Connect the line on that side. Each time I do this, I hold my breath. So I've got the borders connected, and I'll show you how to quarter the pot out, and then we'll do the rest of the designs in a second. Okay, I want to section out this pot for the design, so you could put a little dot right up on the lip, and we could erase that later on. But I won't even do that. I'm going to just go right from here. So, dividing it in half, that way you know where you're at all the time. And we'll do one over here, and over here. So that way we get 4 quarters here. And I'm going to start up at the top here, pull a line, and then I'm going to come back in a little bit and backfill a bunch of the designs. This one I'm going to pull away from me here. That was a little too much paint on my brush there, but and so I'm going to make, since that was a mistake, we're going to fill that line in there. And we'll fill this line in here. Gotta make sure you're, good thing about painting on dry clay is the paint dries really quick. If it was wet clay, which they used to paint a lot of times on wet clay, but it sure helps when it's dry. So that's going to be a solid line, and a lot of times when I start the solid line, I like to come back in and backfill it right away, because when you get all these lines in here, they can get a little confusing. I'm just using a Japanese style fill brush or calligraphy brush, and they work really good, although I do make my own out of human hair. You just take one of these pinstriping brushes that you make and trim the ends off, make them short here. the stake area there is kind of backfilled in. And you can also come back in after the paint's really dry and scrape any of your lines out that are a little messy. But I'm not really going for $1 million piece of pottery here. I'm just doing a quick black on gray pot. I'll show you how to fire it in the next video. Okay, let's see, where do I want to start from? Okay, so I went ahead and finished up most of the design here. I'm going to just put this bottom band on. Again, just pulling the brush towards myself. And the smoother your clay surface is, the better your lines will flow. There's so many different variants and ways to do this kind of stuff, but this is the way I do it. Also, if you have a little messed up area like that, I'll take my little stone blade. You can use a knife, you can use anything, but this is an atlatl dart point that I made. Just a light scratching, blow that stuff off there. Shouldn't show up too much after the firing. Make it a little bit more rustic looking, and then I put these little wind design symbols up on the top. Just kind of break up that lip. And that's about it. It came out okay. I will show you how to fire it in the next video. Might be black and gray, or it might be black on buff. We'll see how it looks.
No? Thank you for watching my dad's video. If you like it, please subscribe. Please subscribe.